Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having an amazing day. If you're new here, hi and welcome. My name's Tristina and I post mommy and lifestyle videos for you guys 3 times a week. I typically add a what's for dinner video into that mixture once a week as well. So if you like these kind of videos, make sure to press that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family, and that way you will get notified every time I do post a new video. Today I am super excited because I'm putting a little spin on my typical what's for dinner, and I'm doing a bit of a themed week this time around. So all of these recipes you're going to see are all sheet pan dinners, which means they're all one pan meals, super easy for cleanup, super easy to cook. Like literally you can put these together in about 5 minutes, and they're all decently healthy as well. I asked you guys on my Instagram what you wanted to see, and a lot of you requested some easy yet healthy dinner recipes, so that's why I threw this together for you guys. These recipes are all tried and true as well, and they're all really good. So today's video is also part of an open collab that was put on by Mandy from Mandy in the Making, as well as Cook, Clean, and Repeat here on YouTube. So I'm super excited for you guys because there's going to be a playlist that you can watch through and get literally so many different dinner ideas. I'm excited to watch it myself because actually tomorrow I go grocery shopping, which means I'll get to watch through those videos and try and get some new recipe ideas before I go out and get my groceries. Anyways, with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into this video. Okay, so on Monday night we just had some chicken fajitas. This is super simple, yet it's really good. It's one of our favorite go-to recipes. A lot of times when I ask Floyd what he wants, this is like one of the ones he picks. So I just start off by chopping up some chicken breasts into bite-sized pieces, and then I'm going to thinly slice an onion and all 3 of these bell peppers that are on my counter and add all of that to the pan. I also wanted to say, because I did not say this at the beginning, I am sick right now, so I apologize if my voice is even worse than what it normally is. Once you have everything cut up, you're just going to go ahead and drizzle it all with some olive oil and then put your seasonings on it. I usually use pepper, Cajun seasoning, some garlic powder, some red chili flakes, some cumin, and sometimes I'll do some paprika on it as well. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stir all of that together and place that into the oven. Once your chicken is almost done and cooked through, I added these protein wraps onto a thing of foil, and I'm going to push all of my food over to one side of the pan and then add my wraps onto it and let them cook for a few minutes so that they can get nice and like toasted. And that is it. I just put it together with some sour cream, and sometimes I'll add some cilantro on it. I didn't have that today. Sometimes we just do this over rice or over a salad, and it's so good and so versatile. So for Tuesday night, I tried this new recipe. I actually got this off of Pinterest, so I will link to the Pinterest recipe down below. I did change it up a little bit. I went ahead and put foil on my pan, and then I made like a little, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like a little plate with foil. This is gonna be chicken BLT salad. You could make this into a wrap if you wanted, or a sandwich, but I decided to do it as a salad. So I add my chicken breast onto the foil, and then in the little pan I am slicing up some bacon into bite-sized pieces, and then I'm just going to put that in the pan, and that way it will just catch the bacon grease, and that's why I put the foil underneath the chicken as well, just because you guys know the bacon can be messy sometimes. So that just made my life a little easier. And after I do that, I'm just adding some cherry tomatoes onto the pan as well. And then I'm seasoning it with some olive oil, some garlic powder, and some pepper. Putting it in the oven for about a half an hour. This was seriously so easy. And then like I said, we ended up assembling it over a salad. You could easily make this into a wrap or make it into a sandwich, or there's a bunch of different ways you can make this one as well. But we already had salad pre-made in the fridge, so that's why I decided to do that. Just made my life a little easier. And I topped it with some ranch dressing, and it was actually really good. So I definitely recommend that one. For Wednesday night, I made sheet pan Philly cheesesteak. So I am just taking this skirt steak, and I added some salt and pepper onto it. a little bit of olive oil, and a little bit of, I'm going to butcher this because I always do, but Worcestershire sauce. And then I just rubbed it in with my hands. I cooked my meat for about 10 to 15 minutes before I placed my veggies onto the pan as well, just because I like my meat a little bit more cooked, but if you like it a little bit more pink in the middle, you don't have to do this. I chopped up 3 bell peppers and an onion, and then I added the same mixture to those into a bowl, but I put it in a bowl that way I could just stir it around real nice. So once it was done, I took it out, and not once it was done, but you know, once it was ready enough, I added my vegetables around it as well, and then placed this back in the oven for probably about 40 minutes. And once the meat was done, I took it off and cut it into bite-sized pieces. So first I did strips one way, and then I cut it up the other way as well. Added this back to the pan with the vegetables, stirred it all around, and then I added 4 slices of provolone cheese to it and placed it back in the oven so that I could melt. While that was in the oven, I took 4 sub rolls and placed them on a dish as well. That way I could put them in the oven to toast up a little bit. And then I just added my mixture into the rolls, and I added more cheese on top because your girl really likes some cheese. So then I placed it back in the oven so that way the cheese could melt. And this is what it looks like once it is all served up. It was super simple, yet this one was really, really good as well. So Thursday night, I just made super simple chicken, potatoes, and green beans. This is another one of my go-tos. So I just put chicken breast in the middle of the pan, and then I surround it with potatoes on one side. I ended up cutting these up in half, by the way, because they're a little too big. And then on the other side, I put some green beans. I seasoned this with olive oil, and whatever seasonings I'm feeling that night. So today I did garlic, I did pepper, and some basil seasoning. This does take kind of a while to cook, but it's super simple and super good. Usually I let it sit in there for about an hour. Occasionally I'll add some butter onto the potatoes as well. And this is what it looks like once it's served up. Moving on to Friday night, this is another one of my favorite sheet pan recipes. I'm like obsessed with sausage lately. I don't know what it is, but I just take some sausage and stick that in the oven for about 10 minutes, just so it's not even, probably like 5 minutes, just so it's cooked enough that I can cut through it easily. So I just cut it into some bite-sized pieces, and then I'll add whatever vegetables I have on hand. So this is one of my favorites to make like at the end of the week before I go grocery shopping when I don't really have anything. I took the rest of a bag of peppers and onions that I had and add that on there, and then the rest of a broccoli bag that I had as well and added that on there, and then I just season it with, again, whatever I'm feeling. Usually I always do like garlic powder and pepper and some Italian seasonings because those are just my favorite. Stick that in the oven. Once it's done, I add on some shredded Parmesan cheese, mix it all up, and then I put it back in the oven for like a minute just so it melts nice. And this is that. Sometimes I serve it over rice. It is super good. I literally am obsessed with sausage lately. I don't know why, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is all I have for you guys today. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you press that subscribe button if you want to see more What's for Dinners from me. Don't forget about the playlist that will be linked down below if you guys need some more inspiration today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!